What is going on, people? I'm back again for the fourth installment of my Friday night recommendations. And I came back a little nice and shaven for you guys, so hopefully you like it. But I'm going to get into this quick. This first movie here, it stars Tobey Maguire, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Natalie Portman. And that's brothers. Pretty much the story is Tobey Maguire's character is in the army, and his Black Hawk, his plane, gets shot down, and they don't know where he is. They don't know if he's alive or not. So word gets around to Natalie Portman, who plays his wife in the movie, and Jake Gyllenhaal, who plays his, I don't want to say disgruntled, but his brother, who really hasn't been all that good. Natalie Portman doesn't really like him, but now that Tobey Maguire is lost or dead, they don't know, he pretty much takes over for the family. And throughout the movie you see him lightening up and doing good things, and Natalie Portman, you kind of get the feeling that she might fall for him. And then they find Tobey Maguire, and they bring his character back, and his mind isn't all there. He's not the person he was before. He's very anxious and stuff, and it's just their struggles of him trying to cope back into society. You find out that there's stuff that happens. I don't want to give much away because they have these scenes that are pretty graphic, and you find out why he's the way he is. But it's them trying to cope and deal with the whole situation that's going on. I liked it. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 9.5, my little rating system. This one here, it stars Ewan McGregor, Albert Finney, Billy Crudup, and Jessica Lange. It's also got Danny DeVito. It's got the one guy from House of a Thousand Corpses, the guy Tiny, the really tall one. This one is Big Fish. In the beginning of the movie, the guy Albert Finney, he plays the father of Billy Crudup, or however you pronounce it. And his whole life he was telling his son all these stories, and his son, when he was little, would love him, but then as he's growing older, he realizes he never knew his father, because the only thing that he would say is all these stories, and half of them sounded too far-fetched, of how he went and met this big giant who was eating people or eating livestock and whatever, and then it goes from there to a circus where he finds his true love, and then he falls for this girl, but she's in love with someone else. So all these stories just sound so far-fetched, and the son is, I guess, trying to just piece together his father's life, because the father won't say much of anything. He always says he was a big fish in a small pond. So pretty much the whole movie is the brother putting together these stories, and it goes back and forth. I liked it because the scenes in this and the stories are pretty cool, and just a whole overview of this whole movie is great. If you haven't seen it, I'd say watch it. I give this one probably a 8 to an 8.5. I liked it. I didn't see much wrong with this. This one's one to watch. And this next one, I'm taking it a little old school. It's kind of old school comedy. It stars Sean Astin. It's got Pauly in it, and it's got Brendan Fraser. I'm pretty sure this is one of Brendan Fraser's first roles, and it's Enicnio Man. Pauly and Sean Astin are two friends that are in their senior year of high school, and they really haven't done much anything. In the beginning of the movie, you see them digging a pool that they're going to make for right after senior prom. They're going to throw this huge party, and they're going to have all these people here that they want to make their senior year great. All of a sudden, you see they have an earthquake. They're in California, and all of a sudden, the earthquake busts open the ground, and they find this caveman, and they somehow put him in the tub. He's all frozen solid, so they put him in the tub. He melts, and then he comes back to life. Pretty much, he was frozen solid and frozen in time. So now they're pretty much trying to make him fit into society. So they take him to their high school. They give him a fake name. They said it's their cousin Link, and pretty much it's him, the caveman, going nuts. They go from different places. There, one scene they're in a skating rink. The other scene they're in a bar, and it's just a fun '90s old school movie. These are the movies I loved when I was young. This movie, there's some that I could watch, just pop in any given time. Nowadays I love movies, but these are the kind of movies that I can pop in anytime and watch them all the way through. So this one I'm going to put high. It might not be the greatest in all the categories, but this one I could watch to this day anytime. So I'm going to put this one high. I'm going to put 8.5 to 9, just because of the fact of how much I love it. If you haven't seen it, I'd say watch it. It's an old school 90s movie. Pauly Shore in his glory days of his span of a few movies that were, I think, classics. So this one is a good 8.5 to 9 on my list. And as you can tell, I have no love stories, but I do have some scary movies. But I gave my little Terror Tuesday thing yesterday, so those will be my recommendations too. I'll put a little link in case you didn't watch it and you want to know what I've reviewed. So these right here, I'll put a little link. That's my Terror Tuesday. Those will be my horror picks for the week. That's what I kind of do. I'll incorporate the scary movies into this one. So hopefully you like my recommendations. I'm going to be doing this for a while, so until next time, I'll see you.